going to ask two questions from you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So my first question is, if anyone wants to learn this language, English language, so what should they do? Like you can explain in easy way, they can follow it and they can learn this language. What is your
Yeah.
experience? Yeah.
So here's what I learned from a group of people who help teach English. This week we gathered together. We have coaching with other people who do this same type of work, helping people with English. And they said that the number one thing to help is this. They will always take like the story that we will read. If we read the story today,
Mhm.
they their student will learn the story and tell it in English and tell it in their native language. So I was on this morning at 6 o'clock my time. Um, I was on with Shun from Japan. Okay,
Mhm.
so he is. So this morning, Shun learned the story. He's ahead of you. He's gone much farther than you have. Um, but he learned the story and he will share that story with his wife Kaho, with his parents. He'll tell the story to them in his native language, which is Japanese.
Okay.
But he'll also share the story with some people that are trying to learn English. So he'll share the story with them. But then he will turn around next week and he will share the story with us
Okay.
again, and he'll share it in English. But what we learned from the other teachers is that if we stay with the one story for a week and they keep telling the story, reading the story, telling it in their own language and in English, it gets their
Like
brain to start processing the English and their native language.
okay.
That makes
Yeah.
sense?
Yes, sir, I got it. Just like I
Yeah,
can say that a storyteller, like whatever you are observing, you can
that's
explain
it.
in your own language. Okay, so your mind will
That's
be habitual for the same, and I think you can easily express your thoughts. Okay, without
that's
stucking,
right.
without fumbling. Okay,
That's right.
so yeah, so we have to create environment like an English environment, read in English, explain in English, and
Yeah,
if you're doing all those things, I think this is a way to learn. What do I believe? Because you are
yeah,
native speakers, you have a good idea. You can like
yeah.
go like you can explain in a good way, so we can also learn something. And
That's right.
just like I always learn something new from you, sir. Like you always guide me, Rohit. You should do this thing, that thing. It is a good for you. Okay. And
And so you gave a great example, Rohit, that you and I talking and sharing, when you translate those ideas from my English and you share it with someone in Hindi, right? You share it with them in Hindi, but you also share with someone in English if you can. If you can't, you share with me.
yeah.
But make sure you're using both languages and continuing to share a lot. They said the more that you share, the more you get accustomed to the language and do better.
Right, right, right.